to our Small Business Growth headquarters. What a day.
Thank you guys. It's been a journey. The whole concept of this company is to make a place where I would want to work. I got to this point where I was tired of traveling around or working for people who were not only taking advantage of me, but I watched them take advantage of people who didn't know any better. And it kind of made me sick to participate in that. With patience and fortitude, you can accomplish a lot of things. Most of it's just not quitting, you know? There's 1,000 reasons to quit, and people are gonna give them to you all the time, and you have to keep going. You've gotta persevere. There's a saying that if you wanna grow quick, you go alone, right? If you wanna go far, if you wanna go big, right, you gotta go together. I look forward to just cracking the can on this. This is gonna be just a killer place.
Yeah, so just got the first appy in the new office today. Called this home care agency, spoke with the ops director over there. They have about 40 users, a couple servers. They're also cloud-based too. So we're gonna make an intro phone call with her next week, Wednesday the 26th, and see if we can help them out. So should be a pretty good one.
So I just got an appointment for my client in Daytona Beach, Florida. First dial of the day, I just gave her a call. As soon as she picked up, said, "Hey, this is Ryan over at my client's business," and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm glad you called. We actually are looking for work on 8 of our buildings here. They're 8 condo buildings. We need to get bids." Asked me about some other just building repairs that we could possibly do for her, and so we're gonna get it set up to go out, do a full inspection of all the buildings, get bids on the ones that she has issues with already, and yeah, it's a pretty good one.
We have the ribbon over on that side for everyone to go over and sign it, and then if you would like to, there's some scissors where you can trim off your own piece and take it with you if you'd like. So that's over there, and then here's Mike.
Right.
Mike.
I've got a little bit of a shocking one today. Officially, there was an interview with the owner of Krupa, the gummy bear company, and the green gummy bear is strawberry flavored and has always been strawberry flavored.
Buy into it.
I don't make the rules.
Just got one with my client in North Carolina, number 2 of the day at the big office. It's with a little bit smaller real estate agency. They've got about 22 users over there. Been with the same guy for about 20-ish years now, taking care about their IT, she said. But she even admitted on the phone with me that, you know, she doesn't really have a backup plan if something crazy were to happen. So I think it sounds like a good opportunity to at the very least fill that role. That meeting is going to be set for the 1st of May with my CEO, and hopefully at the very least should be a good conversation.
Got one for Rain Tech. It's my 3rd month with them. It's the first one on the board. Pretty excited about it. I guess our initiatives are that we're calling larger health entities, doing compliance and cybersecurity. So I'm calling direct lines of these couple 1,000-person companies, and I finally got a hold of the IT security director at this one hospital, and he's never heard of them before. He knows they're coming up with their contracts coming up for their cybersecurity initiatives mid this year. So he wanted to hear us out. He wanted to know a little bit more about us. He's going to be including a couple more people on the actual meeting in his security department, but apparently they're close to about 1,500 users right now. We didn't really need servers or locations because we're not doing anything sort of MSP style. It's more on the cybersecurity initiatives that they're looking for over the next couple of years. So the conversation is going to be for May 4th, and just because he needs to get to the end of the month, get all of his audits done, make sure everything's signed, sealed, delivered. But yeah, it's going to be a very good one. It's going to be a Teams meeting as of now, and hopefully I'll maybe get some updates when we ever get that proposal out.
Alright, so I got 2 Arsenal appointments so far. First day at the new building. One in Albuquerque, he's a commercial sales specialist for solar. And second one's in Houston. It was a good follow-up lead from earlier this month. So just set an appointment for a client
And I would eliminate
3 locations.
I'll be honest.
3 users at every location.
I would eliminate that from your list.
20 minutes.
Because it indicates
Gonna talk about phones as well,
at
so it
some
should be a
point
pretty good conversation.
up until
So I got one for my client in West Virginia today. I've been talking on the phone for him for about 2 months now, and they've actually done some remodeling with the building, and they're going to be putting up walls and some drop-down ceilings, but he wanted some cabling done before that was all done, so I got basically the appointment scheduled for phone call. I'm going to have Josh should reach out to him and just see what we can do on the cabling side and get him a proposal for that. And then we're going to go out there and in person, and we're going to scope it out and see what we can get done.
All right, so I set an appointment for my IT client out in Colorado Springs. It's a church. Looks like they got about 10 employees. So we're going to go out there and see what we can do for them. We're going to possibly get them switched over from server to cloud. So that one should be a pretty good one. And then I set another appointment for my commercial cleaning client. It's in Synagogue actually. Looks like it's going to be about 35 to 40,000 square feet. He's in dire need of a cleaning service, so we're going to be out there on Monday, see what we can do for him. So it should be two pretty good ones.
Yeah, so I got an appointment for my client up in New Jersey earlier in the afternoon. It's with a manufacturing company. Typically they handle it in-house, but after talking with the GM over there, he pointed me in the direction of the controller. As I guess they had some issues or things they were looking to do with their Microsoft Business Central. Software is not necessarily something that we do, but yeah, I figured it would be worth a call, so I talked to him. Turns out they have a couple partners with, I'm not sure what capacity they work with other than them just being able to hold certain licenses. But regardless, after talking through their, how their current IT environment works, he did tell me in the future, they're gonna, have big plans on changing up their platforms to include fraud protection and antivirus, as apparently a lot of their systems are just obsolete. So wants to get all that updated. So it's definitely something we could help out with. So I got them set up on a phone call with our owner next week, about 18 users at about 3 locations, so it should be a pretty good one.
All right, so what do we got so far?
I counted 14.
14? Hell yeah! $14. And with an opening day ceremony, with the guy with the big fat mouth who kept talking and blabbing and taking up time, we had a bunch of, I noticed. Anything else?
All right, I guess Sam will kill me if I don't say this. Yeah. So, Total Secure submitted yesterday on what ended up being an RFP, but it was a quote for $33,500 monthly. Had the review today, and they weren't the lowest price, but they weren't the highest either. They really liked that we had a lot of experience in the industry specifically, and they're hoping to have a decision by Monday.
Holy